on YouTube? We're here, man. NBA 2K25 is out. I'm having a good time. The first weekend just finished. And please, please, please let me know how y'all are feeling so far. I know there's some things going on. There's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Maybe the game speed, the shooting's weird, whatever it is. We're not going to talk about that today. I'm talking to the playmakers. For all you players that are making passes and nobody's hitting your shots, leaving you with low assist numbers when you should be averaging 10. I get it. I feel ya. I just want to share with you a couple settings that I put on for passing specifically to make things a little bit easier, to give myself a little bit more variety and a little bit more freedom when it comes to passing the ball. If you're new here and you learned something or you just like the vibes, please consider hitting that sub button, hit that like button. We are on the road to 500 subs. Join me on this journey, man. Let's get after it. We're gonna go over to features. Controller settings. Now, obviously, there's a lot of things in here that we could talk about, but today we're going to talk about passing. So, as a passer, obviously, we bring up our icons. It makes a direct pass to the exact person you want. So, that being said, obviously, we want player icons on. In that same breath, skip pass, if you hold down the primary pass button, X or A, it's going to send it to the person furthest away from you. So, you might see somebody on the opposite side of the floor that's open. You don't want to think about their icon for a second. Hold down that button. Gonna send it. There's obviously pros and cons to this, because if you're an inbounder and you accidentally hold down that button, you have now full sent that pass way the down the floor. Potentially a turnover. Most times, absolute chaos. Icon lead passing, I suggest turning this off. If you think about it, if you have somebody in the corner, open for a corner three, and you have icon lead passing on, and you icon them to make sure it goes directly to the person you want, open in the corner, having on lead passing is actually going to make them drift in and start to go towards the basket. We don't want that. We want them to shoot that three. Pro stick pass, whatever you want, man. Not too concerned about it. We're going to skip icon passing for a second because this is the most important one. So stick around to figure out what I'm talking about. Receiver control. Now, I have mine set to handoff. Now, basically, all this means is if you hold down circle or B, whoever you have selected as a receiver, just say it's somebody on the wing. This is obviously dealing with AI. So either somebody quits in your rec game or you're playing complete team control game modes. That person will come to you and get the ball rather than just trying to get open and the defense can still play, or receiver control, which can get a little bit dicey at times. I would rather have that person just, hey, forget everything, come to me and get the ball, please. Now, another button, if you hold Y or triangle, what will the person do? We just talked about B and circle will bring them to the ball. I have this one set to cut to the basket. As annoying as it was last year with the backdoor cuts, it's still in the game, but it defaults to skip pass. It'll be on skip pass if you haven't touched this. I put it on cut to the basket because there are times the defense is really overplaying somebody. And instead of just assuming what's going to happen or hoping that they make the right decision, hold down Y, hold down triangle, make them cut to the basket, making you get to the basket for a wide open dunk or layup. Or if the defense decides they want to come and help, you can then kick it out for a wide open shot. But now let's talk about the big one, in my opinion. One of the most important settings that people don't even know exists sometimes. I do this every year. It gives me variety. It gives me freedom. It gives me a little bit more control over what I want to exactly do on the floor when it comes to playmaking. Icon passing is set to default if you don't touch it. Most people know what that means. You bring up your icons, you click their button, it makes a straight pass, chest pass, doesn't matter where they are or who they are. If you just push their icon, it will make a straight chest pass directly to them. That is not always a good idea. If you are double teamed, you're probably going to hit them in the face. If you find yourself trying to hit somebody in the paint, but the paint is clogged up by the defense and you make a straight pass, it's probably going to hit somebody's hands or get stolen. Or even if you're inbounding and you can't seem to get anything happening and there's a defender straight in your face, you bring up your icons, you click the button, and now you push it, it hits a defender, it goes back out of bounds, probably hits you in the leg, and now it's a turnover. Let's avoid all of that, or at least give ourselves a little bit more control. Going to icon passing, go down to pass type control. Now, if you're confused, that's okay. Stay with me. Let me hop into a freestyle and show you what it does. So here we are in a scrimmage. I have my pass type control setting on. Now, what this does, if you bring up your icons and you regularly click the button, just one click, it's going to make a normal pass. Pass it to RJ, square. One click, normal pass. Next, if you find yourself in a situation where you want to make a sneaky bounce pass, all you got to do, double click the icon to the specific person you want to pass it to. Let's pass it to RJ again. Double click. Bounce pass. Now, from here, just say you want to get it into the post, but you can't really find an area. You can't really figure it out. If we make Pirtle post up right here, I bring up the icon, I hold the button, it's going to throw it over the top. We want to go back out over the top. You can see how this could come in handy on inbounds or double teams or whatever it is. So let's just go over it really quickly one more time so that you can see the importance of having it on. It can get you out of some sticky situations. 1 click, normal pass. 2 clicks, bounce pass. You get stuck somewhere, you want to throw it over the top, hold it down. Easy. So there we go. Those are my settings, man. I hope you learned something. If not anything, I hope you enjoyed the vibes. And I appreciate you being here. If you did learn something, though, let me know in the comments. Get out there, try it out, become a passing machine. Your teammates will appreciate you. Until next time, y'all, stay happy, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and by all means, put some sauce on.